Hey Royalty fam, so today I woke up and I decided it's time for a Canva tutorial. So welcome back. Today we're getting a little spicy with Canva because I'm about to show you how to make some chef kiss clip-in masks. Okay, to be honest with you, the design I chose today are very basic, like painfully boring, but that's because today I'm teaching you the concept, not really showing off my design skills. So think of this as Canva Clip-in Mask 101. We're here to learn the magic, not to win a design award, okay? Okay, let's get into it. So first things first, head on over to Canva and open up your Instagram post size, or you can use a t-shirt template. I'm using a t-shirt template, but depending on what you are creating for. If this is for Instagram, go on ahead and do that because we stay ready for the gram. So upload the photo you want to clip. Okay, so your first real step is to go ahead and search for a background. You can use whatever background it is that you want to use, and this is going to be for the next step that I'm about to show you. But keep in mind, and I just learned this since night, you cannot use the graphics. I've used graphics in my other designs before and realized that when it comes to designing Canva, it's not the way to go. So stick to the photos. Stick to the photos because for this next step, it's not going to allow you to use the graphics, and you'll see that later on. Okay, so once that's done, go into your apps and type mask. Click on clip-in mask. Then we're going to hit that start masking button, the purple one. So you see three options pop up, that shape, image, and text. And I'm going to go through all three of them to show you guys the difference. But first, I'm just going to click on a few so you guys can see what we're working with. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick the clover leaf. And we're going to work with that first. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you guys how you can just add more than one object with the same image. So starting with this, all I'm doing is I'm resizing it. So I'm just pulling it out to reshape it. Once you do that and you got it to the right side, you just press add to design. And right here is where I learned that you cannot use the graphics as pretty as this looked. So this is what I was telling you guys in the beginning. So let's move on. So I just head back into Elements and I grabbed a photo this time. Honestly, I just picked the first one I saw, which was black and gold. Kind of went on brand, but a little bit boring. So once you adjust it onto the page, you're going to go right back into apps and you're going to find the clip-in art. Get there, you press start making and you're going to click on shape and you're going to pick one. I have already said that I'm going to pick the clover and the butterfly. So once you do that, you press add to design and it's going to go ahead and do its thing. You can't see it right now, but it already cut it out. This is going to be like a double exposure type of thing. So again, I'm resizing it. You can't see it, but we're going to go ahead and remove the background. There you go. And then we're going to go back in and we're going to click on the butterfly. Again, once you line it up to wherever it is and size it, add to design. So here are the first ones. Yes, these are the shapes we created. And I know, they look like the dollar store version of creativity, but hear me out. You can use these for a ton of things like making patterns, t-shirt graphics, clip art, whatever your small business heart desires. Again, yes, the designs are boring, but remember, I'm not showing off design skills today, just techniques. So let's move on. All right, so diving into the image masking. So we're going to head back into the Elements tab and we're going to grab a photo. I just typed in love and I picked one from the options. And feel free to explore, pick something that vibes with you. And once you've got that, just remove the background. And if you don't have Canva Pro, don't panic. There's actually countless free background remover apps online. So seriously, just Google it or check Canva's own app section. And sometimes there's a free option hiding there. So once that's sorted, download your image and make sure you select the right page, click transparent background and hit download. Okay, so once that's all over and done with, just pop back into the app, hit mask, and we're gonna re-upload the image once we get back into the app. And don't worry about anything, like the app automatically cuts out the photo. So all you have to do basically is just resize and adjust as needed. Oh, and side note, so you see that link at the bottom, the one where the arrow was pointed? If you click it, it'll take you to this page right here. There's so many undiscovered Canva apps, so this might just be the game changer for your design or your small business game. Who knows? And maybe you already knew about it. I sure didn't, and I live in Canva. So at this point, you can go ahead, as I said before, and use the background in which the image came with. For me, I decided to remove it and just change the color of the canvas. Alrighty, so on to text masking. Now, if you're like me and you've got 1,000 sunset pics or random nature shots rotting away in your camera roll, now it's their time to shine. So go ahead and upload one or grab one from Canva's Element tab. So once you've done that and you kind of visualize what or where you want your text to be, all you have to do is just resize it and always keep in mind the placement, and then go back into the app. This time click the text option. Now, full honesty, the font selection in this app is trash, like middle school project trash, but no worries. If you need something fancier, just use a blank canvas in Canva, type out your text in the font you actually like, and then repeat the masking step for the image. Otherwise, pick their basic font, which I'm doing here. It's only one option. Type your word, click add to design and adjust, and boom. Just like that, you're going to be done. Well, not quite. If you notice that the image blends in a little bit too well, and there's a way that we can fix this, you can do one of two things. You can either click on the photo and you can go to edit, out of focus. You can remove the background as I did now, but as I said, it depends on the type of image you're going for, because if you want that sunset in the back like this, then your next option is to go straight into edit, and from there you could do a few things. So the first one we're going to do is go into effects and we're going to click on focus. From there, what you can do is just change the focus, so the blur effect, intensity of the background, and that way it kind of highlights or at least center the focus on your wording. Or your next option, we're going back into effects, we're going to click on shadow this time, and they have a few different options. You can click on each of them and see which one, best fits the design or the concept that you're going for. Once you figure that out, go ahead and just click it. You could also scroll down here and you could change the color of the shadow effect of the text, or even the shadow angle if you're feeling a little extra-ish, So basically just make it pop. Okay, and that's it. The shapes, images, and text masking in Canva made very simple. It's a very boring designs, but useful skills you can remix into something awesome for your business, your DIY projects, your nieces, nephews, grannies, whatever, whoever. And now, you could just go and make cuter things, because clearly I didn't. Stay soft, keep dreaming, and let's continue to build the life we love. I'll catch you later, Novelty fam.
10 toes down, stand my ground, chasing this dream, novelty queens.